Hey everyone, I'll be covering all of the Nintendo Switch's game announcements for the third week of November, so let's get started. West of Dead is a tactical twin-stick shooter where you step into the shoes of William Mason as he descends into the grim and gritty procedural world of Purgatory. Outrun your enemies, hide behind cover, and explore haunted hunting grounds when it releases in 2020. Battle it out in 5-user multiplayer races or race through the complex single-player campaign in Overlanders, a futuristic competitive racing experience. Try out an arsenal of weapons and high-speed mayhem with several online modes to tackle with friends. Revealed on the latest issue of Korokoro, Doraemon, Nobita's new dinosaur, is set to release in Japan March 5th, a day before the film actually hits the theaters. This action-adventure game is directly tied to the 50th anniversary film of the Doraemon franchise. Last week, we got confirmation that the first 3 Five Nights at Freddy's games will be hitting the eShop November 29th. This week, we found out that the 4th entry in the series is also set to release on the same day. Monster Jam Steel Titans takes fans from beyond the stadium, allowing you to experience what it takes to train and eventually compete as a Monster Jam athlete, including several game modes like Stadium Racing, 2-wheel skill challenges, freestyle, waypoint racing, circuit racing, and time destruction. Race through the beautiful magical land of Genso at breakneck speeds and kart races where your partner is actually the vehicle. Choose from a roster of 20 popular Toho characters and race across 15 stages in Genso Skydrift, set to release December 5th. In Draw Chelly, take on the role of Vladimir and race the city from the depths of Purgatory at the request of your employer. Learn your tragic backstory as you get stronger and progress through this 2D pixel arcade game with chaos and mayhem on every level. Ellie is a witch apprentice and Little Witch in the Woods. Learn to process ingredients to make potions by exploring the world, plus the ins and outs of the ecosystem to help villagers. Help expand the town, discover story branches you might not expect, including some destined and not so destined love encounters. Pretty Princess Magical Coordinate sees players restoring a fantasy castle to its former glory, ruined by the long absence of its princess. You'll be able to decorate the castle, tailor it however you like, and learn how to be stylish through minigame lessons. Nomad Games is bringing 3 classic adaptations of popular board games to the Switch, starting with Talisman Digital Edition, a fully licensed version of the classic fantasy adventure game with up to 6 users. Then, Fighting Fantasy is based on the 3 popular books in the series where you create your own adventure in a dangerous land full of menacing creatures. And finally, Mystic Vale, a 4-player card battler with a unique crafting system and beautiful artwork set to release on November 29th. Set up power plants and supply power to your colony in Mars Power's Industries. Take your time to use strategic forms to get around the map to overcome the obstacles the Red Planet throws your way in over 80 interesting puzzles. Kamiori is a game based on folding paper. Use your fairy helper's powers to fold and create platforms as worlds are created with just one swipe. Solve puzzles to unlock hidden memories and find out what happened to you and what brought you into this origami world. Mixing the classic action of shmups and the exploration of adventure games, Defenders of Ekron Definitive Edition includes dungeons and a sci-fi world, with features like 360-degree shooting range, unique scenarios to discover, and plenty of puzzles. The Mac Puzzler Raining Blobs lets you play against 7 other local players in several modes for a full head-on competition, or simply tackle over 100 levels for a high score by yourself. Eliminate the competition in post-apocalyptic arenas reminiscent of a once beautiful landscape in Tank Maniacs. Hop on tanks alone or with friends in several modes to rid of the menace encroaching the planet. Soccer Die Cosmic Cup is a love letter to classic arcade bullet hell titles. Choose between 8 players in solo, co-op, or versus bouts as you tackle on aliens and the malevolent forces in soccer-like shmup battles. The deck-building RPG Dicey Dungeons is a fast-paced and relentless experience. Play up to 6 characters with their very own unique playstyles and abilities. And that's all the game announcements we'll be covering this week. Chances are next week will be the last video that I put out for a while, so I just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time. So with all that said, as per always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate the support and be sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. See ya!